So what I've done this time is I've changed a lot of things in the actual code to make it easier. I'm going to give you the code for it, and I've taken things out that don't need to be there, things that were unused, and I've edited the code to add the calendar software because I mean, what good is it to have a calendar that doesn't work correctly? When you're done, you'll have 1,595 lines of code when you're done. If it's not that many lines, you'll know there's something wrong. I'll prove to you it works, and then I'm going to show you all that you need to change. I'll show you the differences between the files, and that will be all you need to change. So I'll launch it. First thing you'll notice is it says calendar 4 here instead of whatever your file name is, because I mean this is different, but calendar 4, that's in the actual code. I'll show you the differences, and you can change it. Um, I've tested it to make sure it runs. I'll go ahead and show you a few things like here's the dates. You can look at the dates over here that I have. You can see that they are accurate. This is from the internet here. And you can see I can just go through here. You can see how many days, and it's accurate. So it's accurate. I got a new file. I tested by making a new file. This is pretty neat. That's pretty neat. Here I sit waiting for your corrupt cops to tell the truth about your police and citizens plotting, planning, and then executing your plan of faking my daughter's death so that your Oklahoma and Texas police could torture me with homelessness. I'm really getting ready to go to another place to do this because whoever under color of any law will.
Ignorance of the law is not an excuse of the law either. So just because you don't know the law doesn't mean you can't be found guilty of a law. Does that make sense?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So if you go from another state and you break a law, they don't have to educate you in all the laws of that state before you break the law and you get in trouble. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
It's upon you to know the laws, right?
Right.
Okay. Now we're here to help you and educate you about those things. But here's the deal. Once you've broken the law, basically what's going to happen is enforcement of the law is going to take place, and then you're going to become educated.
And then you become educated.
You've already educated yourself prior to that.
So whoever under color of any law willfully deprives any person to the deprivation of any rights, privileges, or immunities secured or protected by the Constitution or laws of the United States shall be guilty of a crime. Your police officers are guilty of many crimes. Anyway, what I've added here, like this is a future event because it's in the future, and I tested that out as well. I don't have the software where it goes and tries to add after the current date. It stops on the current date. After that, it just posts this is a future event. It's something I can add later, but I don't feel this is necessary. This part of the video is to inform you that I really did turn you into the FBI through the FBI website. I sent in a submission. It was accepted. I am telling the truth. I know that they know that I'm telling the truth. Anyway, I'm going to post the software. I can test it. I can create new files. I can do all the stuff that I've done before. Add some rows, change the date here, update, finish, and now I go to that file, and it has all those in here. You can edit the file. You can. That's the same file. I can. I can edit by putting a different date in here. Update that row. I can delete these. Delete this one. I can add images, videos. Oh, I gotta select a row. Add video. There's one. I can add an image. There's one. I can add comments. Then where am I sitting at? That's where I'm at, and then I can finish and then go check it out and see what I have here. So that one's there, and then there's that one. So it looks like it works, and it works pretty good. But I'll show you how to compile this. I'm going to give you all the code and show you all the differences. The differences that are in the code. And like I said, if you don't like it, you can delete it, and that file's gone. And I still have the others. But that's it test in I was just testing that in the debug mode. You could test it in release mode, and I'm going to show you how to compile it. But I'm going to take small steps. I don't want the video to be too long. Have a good day.